What a fine Wednesday afternoon, gentlemen. I'm here with the future assistant manager and Togger Tot. Here he is, little Hayden. He's chilling, so I'm going to use this time and he's chilling to get this preview done and dusted. So, let's just start quickly with the table. At the top we have Bry, Intergalacticos. 4 wins, 2 losses. He scored 632.75 points for, and he's faced 580.75, giving him a plus total of 52 points. He's scored the most points in the league. He's faced quite a few points as well. It's up there facing quite a few. Yeah, I'll mention that in a bit. STP second, 4 wins, 2 losses also. He's got 547.25 points for, and he's faced 473, which gives him plus 74.25. Arguably had an easier time than top of the league, and he's scored about 90 less points. But you know, good. He's up there. He's got a good challenge at the start of this season. Third, we have myself, Peaky and De Bruyne. 4 wins, 2 losses as well. 534.75 points for my team, and I've faced 481. Same argument for me as there is STP. Scored alright points, but faced maybe less than other people. Fourth is the villains, Dan. Desperate Dan. He's also got 4 wins and 2 losses. It's very tight at the top of the table here. He's got 520.25 points for, and 462.25 against. I had 53.75 points. I'd scored more than I've faced, and Dan has done 58 more than he's faced. In fifth is the Scranton Stranglers. 3 wins, 3 losses. 559.25 points for, and 534.5 points against. He's actually got some good scores. That might actually be the second most points scored in the league. Looking at it, it is the second most points, but obviously he's faced more points, which is probably what's cost him. He's still got 24.75 points in the plus, ahead of his points faced, so he's doing all right. Could get up there, especially if he carries on scoring the points he's scoring. He just wants to hope he faces more people on off days. Next, sixth, former champ Jura, Sandy Manny Happy Days. Also 3 wins and 3 losses. He scored 535.75 points for and 518 against. That leaves him with 17.75 difference to the positive. Scored 17.75 more points than he's faced. Again, he's scored more than me and Dan, who are in 3rd and 4th respectively. But he's also faced more points, so it's probably the same deal as with Gabe. Sorry about that, gentlemen. In 7th, we have the Chudley Cannons, who, by the way, should be doing a lot worse than this. This has got to be embarrassing for the 3 teams below the Cannons. Chudley threw in his first 2-3 matches to get bail. And he's still scored a respectable 524.75 points. And I don't think Bill's actually scored that many, so maybe it wasn't worth it in the long run. He's faced 501, so he's still 23.75 points to the plus, even though he was deliberately trying to lose games at the start of the season. I mean, if you're looking at that, if it continues in the main vein, you've got to think that the Cannons are going to be up there come end of season. 8th, we have Bukaki Jackies, and he's also got 3 and 3 wins and losses. He's scored 476 points and he's faced 522.75. That is a minus. He's scored 46.75 points less than he's faced. Probably because he's got players like ZH and Aurier. But in all seriousness, it's no wonder he's trying to shift them on, especially Aurier. He's only played 2 games, I think. And ZH might come good, but at the minute he's not doing too hot. So yeah, then we're going to 9th. Kolo. He's got 2 wins and 4 losses. He has 485.75 points for, 627.5 points against. Now Colo's been getting his back doors smashed in. He's not scored that many points either. He's scored the third least in the league. If I'm just having a quick scan over here, he scored the third least, so he's done himself no favours on that front. But he's faced a hell of a lot of points. He's in a minus 141.75, so he's scored 141.75 points less than what he has faced. So, you know, it could be a bit of bad luck, but you've got to get more points on the board as well. And finally, the Ragman, who's got 0 wins and 6 losses. Could be this season's whipping boy. Could be him wearing the silly outfit come the end of the season. He's invested heavily in a City side which likes to rotate quite a lot. I think he's got Aguero. I think Aguero's injured now. Did you have Jesus, or was that someone else who had Jesus? We'll get into that anyway. I think I've wrote that down somewhere. Is that Mr. Oh no, yeah. Right, anyway, sorry. And he has scored 465.5 and he's faced 581.25 points, which puts him at, he's scored 115.75 points less than he's faced. Again, you need to be scoring the points to give yourself the best chance. You can't see anything else on that front. So that's the table, points and that's the deal. Let's move on to the actual preview for next week. So the first game is myself, Petey and De Bruyne versus the Intergalacticos. Louis having another good start to the season. He hasn't hit implode yet. But, you know, the trades are starting to fly about. He could always press the self-destruct button and then it'll happen what happened last season. So for me, yeah, see, even Hayden thinks so. He thinks that Bry should press the self-destruct button, or will press the self-destruct button. Right, so for my team, only 2 players of note according to the preview. Obviously, I've just used the match previews again for this. Shea Adams and Vardy are both meant to score 14.5 points each, predicted to. And I think this is the only team I've done it for my own team. Trent is only going to score 6.9 according to this, which I'm very surprised at. He has had a slow start to the season though. Hopefully he can turn that on its head. For Bry, there was only 1 player of note for Bry, but he's still going to outscore us according to the predictor. And that is Salah with 18.5 points. So the predictor thinks I'm going to score about 91.5 points. I've rounded them up and down. And Bry is going to score 93 points according to this. I mean, I'd like to back myself. Louis up there for a reason. He's got a really good points return, and I can't see me causing an upset with the current form that some of my star players are in. Vardy came on and scored. Hopefully with a full game he might be able to do something. Adams is on a good run. We'll have to wait and see, but I think I'm going to agree with the predictor on this one that Bry is going to call it the victory. Next match we have AFC Rag versus the mighty STP. Second versus last. First versus third, second versus last. So Rag's predicted to score 67.5 points. STP is predicted to score a massive 110. And the only player of note on Ragman, which I can't see happening, but you know, the predictor reckons that Van de Beek is going to come on and score 11.5 points, and that was really his only player of note. STP has got Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who's predicted to score 16, Mane 16.5, and Marcel 12.5. So yeah, that's that was that match. I'm going to agree with the predictor. I think STP is going to pile the misery on Rag, and Rag will still be down there at the end of this game. Well, he'll still be down there regardless, but I think he'll be on 0-7 at the end of this week, and we'll have to see him walking the dog in the wind since he's allowed out now. Well done, Rag. Get running. Next match we have the Bukaki Jatties. I'm sorry, all this stuff keeps flicking on. Bukaki Jatties is predicted to score 122.5 points this week versus the Villains, who are predicted to score 98. Castagne is going to get 14 for BJ's, Ziyech 17, and Jota is apparently going to score 31 points. I haven't seen his... has he been getting games over Firmino, Jota, or has he been playing out wide? I'm sorry, this is Facebook, it's just going to keep digging. For the villains, Grealish is going to score, well, predicted to score 15.5, and Jesus is predicted to score 19, but I think Jesus is injured, I think. Or it could be touch and go up to kick off, so, I mean, this is a hard choice. Dan's doing alright. But could this be the game where Ziyech actually comes good? Is this where Kyle has been right all along and Ziyech is going to ping in a hat-trick of assists to Werner? I personally can't see it, although I predicted to score 31 points for Jota. You know what, I think it's going to be a close one, but I think the predictor might be right. I think Kyle might take this week, just for the fact that I think Jesus is injured and may not play. Next game we have Colo versus Sunny Money Happy Days. Colo's predicted to score 95 and Sunny Money is predicted to score 92. Old reigning champs, had a bit of a up and down start to the season. He's blue hot and cold. For Colo, Antonio is meant to score 13. Bruno Fernandes was 17 and Ings with 13.5. The only two players in note for Sunny Money is James, 14.5, and James Rodriguez is meant to be getting to 12. It's going to be a close game again. I didn't actually check who Man United were playing, but there'll be a penalty there if it's against one of the lower sides for sure, so there should be some points there. Antonio's been doing alright. Rodriguez though, being really good. I'm going to go against the predictor here, and I think Jura is going to trot out the winner of this game. Alright, and the final game is the Scranton Stranglers with predicted to score 97 points versus the Chudley Cannons, who's predicted to score 98.5 points. So for the SS, Mount is predicted to score 11.5, Sun 17.5, and Zaha 12.5. And for the Cannons, St Maximum 13.5, Kane 19, and Watkins 15. Now Watkins has had a couple of good games, I think. Kane and Sun will both cancel each other out because they've been linking up really well together. And you know, if one of them's scoring, the other one's usually going to be getting the assists. St Maximum, Newcastle, hit and miss. It just depends which Newcastle side turn up on the day. But I think Cannons has got a good team. I think he's possibly got enough to see off Gabe, especially with the amount of points he scored after throwing the first 2 or 3 games. I can't remember what it was. I think you cannot look past the Cannons. So yeah, that was this week's preview, gentlemen. A little bit quicker than last week's, but obviously I haven't got as much time because of the little poop machine. Honestly, man, I've never seen so much shit come out of such a small human in all my life. But yeah, best of luck for the week, gentlemen. Before I go, I am going to try and sort out the FIFA list of 1-star players, and we'll do the thing for the burgers. Obviously, things have been a bit hectic, but I will try my utmost hardest. If not FIFA, I might actually switch FIFA to Football Manager. That's a good shout. I might get you to just pick a team, any team in the world, put them in a tournament, let Footy Manager do it, and then we can watch the games. Maybe. I'll have a think, I'll have a look into that. Right, anyway boys, much love.